Well, you are here at the best platform because 4 stars are here to assist you to become a Canva champion. Toastmaster Arya, she's all that you don't expect out of a lady. A professional photographer par excellence, creativity blended with passion, and a gem of a person who not only poses but captures those poses. And she'll definitely be adding spice to our workshop. Toastmaster Venzil. Arya, can you say hi?
Hi, good evening, everyone. Thank you, my God. Kind words. You're too kind.
Toastmaster Venzil, our current Area 30 Director, the designer par excellence winner of 2022 from District 105. And a lot of accolades won in Toastmaster for designing and PR work. And he's passionately continuing his journey. He'll be moderating the session and assisting us all with question and answer session. A hi from you, Venzil.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much, Dr. Muneeba.
And we have Toastmaster Anup Chandran, the mastermind behind the enchanting and enticing teasers, trailers, highlights of any Toastmaster event. His perfectly portrayed videos adds magic to any precious moments and makes everyone feel those moments were the best. He'll be giving you a live video creation demo. A hi from you, Anup.
Thank you so much, Dr. Muneeba. Welcome, everyone.
And we have DTM Dr. Abdul Sathar, the orthopedic surgeon from Dubai Hospital, whose hands not only has a surgical expertise and finesse, but also an artistic ability to play with the keyboard, motherboard, mouse, and screen. He'll be giving a class on live flyer creation. I've been amazed by the magic of these 4 creative minds, and here all they are, the 4 stars. And to give this event a 5-star rating, they have invited me to. Just kidding. So let's begin with a thunderous round of applause. I invite all the stars and allow me to hand over the screen to DTM Dr. Abdul Sathar. Over to you, Doctor.
Good evening. Thank you very much, Dr. Muneeba. We'll be having 4 segments today. Toastmaster Arya will be presenting the basics as a presentation about Canva. Then I'll be doing a live flyer creation. And then Toastmaster Anu will be doing a video making with Canva. And Venzil will be moderating the question answer session. Is that clear, my team? Ready?
Just a question. Will there be a video recording and sent to us?
Yes, the recording is started and you'll be shared the link once we post it in YouTube.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much for that. Let me hand over the stage to none other than the one and only the photography magnet, Toastmaster Arya. Over to you, Arya.
Thank you so much, DTM Sathar. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much, Division I, for creating this platform for Diyafa High School and the Cambridge. It's a new surprise that we have one more school also added up in the Canva class. So I am here. I am Toastmaster Arya, and as Diyafa staff know, I'm the Nikon teacher in your school. My job today is to make sure that we have the gurus coming after me. That's DTM Sathar and Anup. I am laying down the basics for you so that if when they start their class, they don't have to go into the nitty-gritty of Canva. So give me a second to share my screen. Now it's a Canva basic class. That's what I will be taking through how the website looks and more on what are the verticals that you can see in a Canva website, where what all things are there to help you out. So Prashant, you raised your hand. Can I help you with
Sorry, that is my mistake.
all right, welcome Prashant. So now this is how a Canva website looks when you log into the site. You create your ID. In my opinion and my recommendation, if you are planning to take up for school especially, you have an option where you can buy Canva for teams. Better buy Canva for teams, where that if you have a team of 5 or 6 people, at least you can use the same Canva account where you can share and you can actually work together on your artwork. So this is a layout of the Canva file. If you go onto the left hand side verticals, you have the home button, then you have template, you have projects, and then you have the team, like a PR account, because this is what we use for my club, SSY Toastmaster Club. This is where I share my flyers with my VP PR. So we have one place where we do everything so that I don't have to share and I know what he has done. After the team, you have tools, you have brand, you have content planner, you have discover apps, and then you have smart mockups. Discover apps and smart mockups is something on when you know Canva, you will be keen to explore more. And if you see on the bottom panel, you have invite members and your trash. That is where if you accidentally delete your flyer and you didn't intend to, you can always find them in the trash account. Let me go into one vertical of how it looks and what it is there to help you out. But this is the segment of templates. In Canva, you already have predefined templates. If you want to start from scratch, it is still doable. I will go into that part also. But then to make your life easy, you already have predefined templates. In my advice, you should be going into them, because it is always a better that they already have defined the layout and the layers, how to go about it. So it's better that you already take up a template and you start working on it according to your artwork that you're planning for your school or for your corporate event. After templates, you have something called projects. It's a better way of it. It is, I would say, a more systematic way of saving your project, so that you don't get confused that when we created that flyer. So this is a more systematic manner that you can actually save your flyers by month, by year. This is where an entire project of my club flyers are there. If you want to go back to the previous flyer, we can always reach out to this as this format in Canva and go through the flyers, because we have many certificates that we edited during the meeting. So it's good. It's a good practice to have it in one, I would say, folder where you don't waste time. At the end, why this verticals are there is to save time, because if you are free of that nitty-gritty on finding your thing, you are creatively free to explore more in that. Because if you become careless and you have it all over around, your creativity will slowly die. And that's what, in my experience, if you are particular about defining your projects, it's more easier, more you would say prompt in delivering a flyer. In my experience, there are times that we have not taken more than 5 minutes to edit a flyer. It's out there and we don't waste time in thinking where it is or recreating it another one. After your PR, you have your brand. Hold on, this is the brand. Yes. So you have a brand vertical, which is a very good practice because you come from a school where you have your predefined logos. You will have a lot of elements that you will be using it on a regular basis. Just to avoid that practice of uploading it every time you're doing the artwork, just dump everything in one place where it comes to your brand guidelines, where you can use all your logos, everything that you think that you need. According to the Diyafa High School, you have logos, you have websites, you might have your principals of pictures, your staff pictures. You can always put everything here. You can create folders here, like photographs of the staff, numbers or logos. So this is a very good, I would say, practice. When you save your brand guidelines here, you can save the templates, the controls. It's a very good, I would say, option of making your work easier and faster. After your brand vertical, you have something called content planner. This is also a very good practice for you to maintain that timeline, that when a next flyer is due, or do you have any artwork like in your school? I'm sure you have a lot of parent teachers meeting, you have your festivals, you celebrate. So you can always tailor-made that timeline for you to deliver efficiently, so that you're not working on a last minute deadline and your work will suffer. So make sure that you have that content planner, so that at least your team is aware of what needs to be done, because I'm sure as a team you would be dividing your work. So it's something that everybody knows what needs to be done. This is also a one of a vertical called invite members, where you can invite your members. If they are not part of Canva, you can invite them. You can add multiple links. Minimum is the 5 that you can add, but then you can always add more. I'm sure there are different options of Canva account where you can have a team of 10 or 15 working together in one account. So that's your invite member vertical. Now, after this, if you want to, don't use the template and you want to start all over from the scratch, like you have no idea what you want to create. So where you go on the search button on your right hand side, you will see a predefined suggested. The suggestion is always there, but then you can always find what you want to create. Is it a poster? Is it a flyer? Is it a virtual background? Anything that you think, you can search, and Canva will display those templates for you, so that at least you have a brief idea, because at the end we don't do this for our living. This is something that we have collectively picked up as a passion. So it's a very good practice to find what you're looking into. And there's always this details of the size. The size really matters in this, because every like for Facebook, your size is 940 to 780. That is a very good practice to define that where are you posting your stuff, because if you use that Facebook size into your Instagram, you might have some clip in your flyer. Just to avoid that, just to make sure that you do it before being mindful, a lot of things are there to help you out. So once you find in the flyer that you want to create, the next thing that comes is this page. Now, on your left hand side, you have a lot of things that helps you create your flyer. The first thing is a template. Find the template, find that picture that you require. After that, you have elements. Elements are the small details that you need for a flyer, like a Zoom, I would say Zoom logo, or a YouTube logo, or a phone icon, or a website icon. A lot of things, you can find everything from shapes to stickers. You find it there. You just have to search, and Canva will display whatever is in relevance to your search. Then you have upload option, where you can upload your data that you would be needing for your flyers. Like here, if you see, I have all the cameras PNG format, because whenever I want to make a flyer for my club, for Nikon Kids, I have all the cameras here. So this is something that it will save your upload, and it will be easier for you to use. If you're not uploading it here, you can always create that brand, I would say, database for your future work. After the upload, you have text. Now, text is something that you need to be worried about, that what is going to be your style of promoting, what are the fonts. With Toastmaster, we have a very strict guidelines of certain fonts. So for us, it really, we can't explore more. But then you being from the school industry, definitely you can try. And you will see there are a lot of beautiful font combinations that you can actually try and edit and put it in your flyer. You will be knowing how to do it when Dr. Abdul, Sathar and Anup will come into picture. So you will have a brief idea of how do you use it and what happens. You have a style option on your left panel, where you can select the color palettes. You can work on the font sense. A lot of things are there to help you out if you're creatively aware of what you want to create at the end. So that's your style panel there. After your style panel, you have logos. It's also a faster way of uploading all the logos here. I think if you upload the logo there, it is already displayed in this vertical. So you have all your logos, all your details that you need for your flyer. And moving on to the last part is more. More is always when you are aware of Canva and you're getting bored and you want to explore, go ahead and click into more. And there are a lot of options that Canva provide you for being social media active, as well as promoting your work. Now I'm done. I see a red signal. Special thanks to Division I. I have two important people that I really look up to in in the Canva industry, I would say. DTM Abdul Sathar and Anup Toastmaster Anup, they are fantastic at what they do. Do not think that they are not professional. In fact, they have embraced Canva in a very beautiful manner. This is the recent flyer from DTM Sathar, which I really admire, that the colors and everything comes into place. So, and this is my favorite flyers from Toastmaster Anup. His work is more minimal. It's so clean and chic. Yes, he's my favorite among two. So that there you go. So that's all from me. Now I hand over the stage to DTM Sathar. And once I leave the stage, I say, just have fun with what you do. If you are free and you're enjoying what you're doing, I think the flyers will come easy. DTM Sathar, over to you.
Thank you very much, Arya. That's a lot of good words, nice words from you. Appreciation always works. I think if you get appreciated for one flyer, the next flyer becomes more and more beautiful than the previous one. Thank you very much for handing over the stage and giving me this opportunity to do the Canva workshop masterclass. So can you all see my page, my screen? You can see on my left side, the flyer you saw, the invite for this particular event. And on the right, you can see what Arya was trying to show you, the Canva dashboard. Can everyone see it? Show me a thumbs up if you can. Okay, we start from here on the right upper corner where you can create a design. So once you click on create a design, then you can choose whatever you want to create, a poster, an invitation, or Instagram post, or a presentation, or a video. So the video, the poster on the left side, this is what I'm going to replicate today. So this is a poster. You can use a poster or a flyer. So if you just type it as a poster here, you get this these options. So I choose the poster, and I've already prepared and ready with this. So I selected the plain blank poster. On this, I will be adding a template. The template which you see on this left side, this particular one is no pain, no gain. So I just modified this particular flyer into the one you see on the left. This patch is a red patch. I just dragged in and then changed the color to yellow. There is a small black thing there, so I'll remove the black thing so the whole thing becomes yellow. And then edit the text to whatever you want. So the text in our flyer is Canva Masterclass. You can fit in the text and drag the thing so that it actually fits in. And reduce this text size so that it comes into one line. Okay. If you have any concerns while I'm doing, you can just raise your hand or ask questions. You don't have to keep your questions till the end, because the questions you get now, you may not have the same question in the end. Okay. So this, I'll change this white color to the red color, which you can see on this particular flyer. And I want to bring in this logo of Toastmasters. So I click on uploads. I already have a logo uploaded here. This one. I drag that thing down and place it in the position where it is, the other flyer. Now we'll go to the backgrounds. Background, if you click on photos, you can see all those that I've used previously. And this is the one I used in the other flyer. I right click on this and click replace background. I get the whole flyer almost ready now, and remove all those unwanted things. Then insert text. So you can choose whatever style you want. If you want a glowing text, let's try glowing text instead of a normal text. So division I. This is the special effect that you add to any text. So I'm making this, making a glowing text so that you understand that you can do this, making the glowing text or the simple text anywhere you can add in. Then we have division I, presence. Presence can be a simple text because it doesn't need any glowing. Select and change the text. And we need to add for Diyafa School, Dubai, Abu Dhabi. Decrease the size of the text by, even you can pull down the corner and reduce the size of the text, or you can choose to change the size of the text here. You see this presence is in small letter. To change the small letter into capital letter, just click on this uppercase. You have it. Then if you want to change the space in between each line, there's an option. You click on this button, the spacing button. You can either increase or decrease. Can you see this? You can increase or decrease. If you want the letter to be even more wider, just keep moving the slider. You can make it wider or you can make it narrower. So we have the division I, presence for Diyafa School, Dubai, Abu Dhabi. Then we have few pictures there. Click on elements. In elements, you have an option to select frames. Click see all. And the frame that you see in this is a rectangle with a rounded corner. So select this. And you can decrease the size or increase the size, pulling out of the corner, this small dot. Once you place it in the place where you want it to be, click on copy. Just copy. Just keep copying. You have 4. Sorry. You have 3 and the 4th one. I usually use copying too much because it makes my life easy. And the tools, once you paste in, then it becomes easy. So this text, I copy here. And I just change the name to Toastmaster Arya, Chitra. If you think the text is too big, you can pull on the corner and reduce the size. Or you can use the text size button, this one, minus and plus on the left upper corner. Then I keep copying and change the name. Keep copying. Keep copying and paste it. So this here comes my name. Here comes Toastmaster Anup Chandran. Then comes Venzil Fernandez. You can always click on and put to the next level, next line. If you think that all the thing together is already filling the page, you see that you can select the whole thing and then again use the corner button to reduce the size. Or you can increase the size. Then we need to add pictures. In pictures, how you add pictures is upload, click on upload button, and then you can pull the pictures in. Once the picture is uploaded, I don't have, Venzil's pictures here. I can push and see that it just slide onto the frame that you already inserted. See that it just goes and steps in. Anup picture is also, see that, just steps in. I have to look for Chitra's picture. Okay, Arya. Okay, this is mine. And I don't have Arya's picture in this because I used another. So let me push in Dr. Muneeba's picture. Okay. But you see that different pictures of different size. Now, if you want to make all the pictures same size, click on that picture, click crop button, then you can make it bigger. See that? Then you can adjust. Just click outside, it orients by itself. Now look at Arup's picture. It's too small. You can expand the picture, almost the same as the other pictures. Now, doesn't this look better than the previous one?
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you very much. I need some feedback from all of you when I keep talking. Now you see this small mic looking button. Again,
Yeah.
click on elements. Something like a speaker. Elements. Sorry, this is searching in frames. Okay, elements. See that you have different things. Anything you want, any of them, whichever you like, you can pull in. You can even use this animated one. Only thing is you'll have to save it as a GIF or a video. So you have this facing onto the left side. See, you can see this flip button. You can flip it to the right. And then push it into the size, whichever size you want. Then we have the clock button, the clock icon. So type clock in elements. You have all possible options. See that? You pull this in. Then if you want to change the color from black to white, change the color. Then we have this location icon. Again, go back to elements. Location. You have all possible options. Click one of them. Red color looks nice. And place it here. Try to make it the same size so that it looks uniform and symmetrical. Then you have this small mailbox icon. See that you have all types here. See that? You can pull one of them. Make sure the size fits almost same like the other one. And you can change the color. Click on the color button. Can you see the color button?
Yeah.
Okay. Click on that, make it white color. And then when you move, you see the dynamic grid lines moving around.
Yes.
Yeah, looking at that, you can align all in one line. So it looks uniform and symmetrical. Now we need to insert this text. Again, you go back to the text, one of them, then copy. Copy. Again, copy. Even this, you have those dynamic alignment lines so that you're sure that it is in the center. Can you see those lines?
Yeah.
Yep, very nice. Then we have to write innovate, ignite, inspire. Again, copy the text. I like this copying thing. It makes your life so easy. You don't have to go back to all the steps that you did for those texts in the beginning. You can stretch it because the text is going to be a bit longer. Innovate, ignite, inspire. You can change the text size, shape, type of font, alignment, everything you can change. Okay. And also if you want to add, you see this red lining outside like a box. There's something called effects. Click on effects, background, then you can change the color to the same red that I have used on the original flyer. Can see that? Do you think it is difficult to do? Even here, if you want to add effects, add background, make the text blue so that in the background, it doesn't get blurred. The text remains very clear. You can make the text bold. You can change this, the font. You can change the style of the text. Everything is possible, just like a Word document you do in your Microsoft Word. See that? It become more clearer and more projected. I think I'm almost close to where we are supposed to. Yeah, there's one thing to add. Again, text. Just pull the logo up. There is written in my original flyer, it's written District 105, which I need to add here. That completes the job for today. Maybe for schools, it is not very important. These are the Toastmaster flyers we make. We have defined colors that we can use according to the brand manual. But you can use any color, any color, any shape of text, any picture, you can put it in. So this is how roughly it looks. If you can compare the picture on my left and the picture that we have just designed on the screen. I'm sure you understood few things about with the discussion that we did today. And this one, you can change the color to yellow because my original flyer, it is yellow. You can change it into bold. You can change the text type. See that? All sorts of text types are available. And once you finish your work, click on share button. And then you have this download option. From this, you can select format in which you want to download. So I usually select PNG or JPG. But if you want this dynamic mic sounding thing to come in, you have to either choose a GIF or an MP4. So let's say it is a JPG. And then you have lots of flyers down there. You select which particular one you want to. This is page 1. So the first one, done, download. Mine is a paid version, so anything I insert will work because even with the one with the crown icon, I can download and download and use it on my flyer. But if you have a free version, try to avoid using those ones with the small crown icon. Most of the things that the basic flyers and most of the things you can definitely design with the free version. But if you want to try more and more, once you start becoming more and more creative, if you want to move on to further designing, then you can think of buying a paid version. Thank you very much. This is from me. In the end, we can have a question and answer session about any of the things that you have not understood. We can always revise back. Thank you very much for attending. Thank you very much for this opportunity, Dr. Muneeba. Let me hand over the stage to Toastmaster Anup to move on to video making in Canva. Over to you, Toastmaster Anup.
Thank you, Dr. Sathar. Welcome, everyone. And we will start the video creation session. Let me share my screen. All right. Can you all see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Put this away. Okay. So when you're looking at video creation, you saw how poster was created by, uploading your own pictures or using pictures from different sources within Canva, the elements and so on. Video creation is almost the same. All you're doing is you're creating multiple pages. Yeah. So that's in a gist. So you relax. It's not rocket science. It's very simple. First and foremost, before you get on to video creation, you need to figure out a few things. First thing is, what is the purpose of that particular video you're creating? Is it educational content? Is it a promotional material? Is it an event coverage? Is it a teaser? Whatever it is, you need to be able to, conceptualize that. Based on that, you will make some decisions further down. Because if it is educational, probably it can go to it's a longer format. It can go to YouTube and other, platforms. But if it is something like a reel or a story, it's a shorter content. And again, if it is targeted to a particular kind of audience, a particular social channel, as Dr. Sathar and also Arya had mentioned, in Canva, you have templates. So you need to choose the format that fits that particular social media channel. Then once you have a clear idea of your purpose, you need to figure out what is the central idea of that particular video and what is the content. Because scripting is also important, because when you are creating a video, there is story. Just like a speech has got an opening, body, and conclusion, your video also need to have that kind of opening and getting into the meat of it, and then conclusion. So it's an aspect of storytelling. So one important part is, how do you script it? And once you've scripted it, now you're going to break it down into frames, like a movie, right? You have different frames all put together, it's a movie. Similarly, the video, you need to start something called a storyboarding. And of course, we'll talk about the editing tools. So we said a purpose, it could be educational, recap, PR campaign for a club or contest and so on. And you have to decide on the formats. The idea and content. So once you have the idea, you need to start thinking about what clips, what material can I use in my video creation. It could be videos, it could be pictures, it could be quotes, it could be script and the music. All these come together in the video. Then storyboarding in terms of framing. Yeah, how are you going to chunk it and put it up across in different frames? So that is storyboarding. So here's a live example. What we're going to do today is create this particular, video for this content. The secret of injecting humor to your speech. Now, these are tips, right? Tell relatable stories, use your physicality to communicate, deliver originality, tone is your friend, have a setup and a punchline. So these are like tips to inject humor into a speech. So I want to create a tip video, right? So let's go forward. As Arya had shown earlier, Instagram. I want to create it for Instagram. So templates, Instagram post. I'll start from scratch. I'm not using any template. So my first frame, I want to, the content says it's going to be the header, right? It's the secret of injecting humor. I'm going to break this into a couple of frames. Just for the heck of it. Just a second. Okay. I'm going to use a video clip. 6. Pressure box. Then use this. Just drag. I've searched videos, and this is one of the clips which is already available in Canva. Now, if you see, it's a video clip. It's already playing. Yeah, I just dragged one clip and I put it out here. What I'm going to do is, if you click on it, you can see that the total clip size is around 10.9 seconds. That's too long. I want to edit it, probably just the opening, right? So I just drag the timeline and you can see that it's just going to be 1.5 seconds. Okay. And I want to put some kind of text around it. So you can overlay a text. You can click on it, on text, and I say, okay, I'll use this. Okay. I'll ungroup it because it's two elements grouped together. I just want to use this. I'm going to change the size to about 50. Let's put it here. I will right justify it. Okay. So this is my first frame. Yeah. My second frame, I'm just going to duplicate the page. And I will say, I want to have people laughing. Yeah, that's picture. So here, first frame, I have created a video. I've used a video clip. Maybe the second one I could use recently used. Okay, I could use this. But you see, this is a secret. If you see some of these images, there's too much of white elements, right? So what I normally do is I would pick a color which is dark. Let's say this, and then I would stick the picture. For example, where are the laughing? And I would use what Dr. Sathar had shown earlier, the trick of using effects. Okay, and I want to use a darker font. And the next frame, I'm going to have a video of somebody speaking, right? Speeches. Okay. And this is a clip. It's around 7.2 seconds. That's way too long. I just need something around 1.5 seconds or 1.7. Into our speeches. Now, if you see that you have 3 frames, is just the opening. Let's see, it's a total clip length is around 8.3 seconds. Now, if you play this, you see there's so much of lag in that second frame. So what you're going to do is, it's too boring if people are going to wait for that frame to, they have read the message, it's going to be a little dragging. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce this time for this particular frame. I'm going to give it 1.5. Now let's play. So you see, it's much better, it's much smoother. You're able to follow with the text. Yeah. The secret of injecting humor into our speeches. So we got the first line. Now we're going to add more, the tips, right? That's the body of the video. So the content was here. I'm going to follow a kind of template. So the first tip is tell relatable stories. I would use a picture. You could search for or maybe something like this. This could be our header. And there is text saying audience laugh when they see their own experience reflected on stage. So I'm going to create the subtitle. We use yellow because it's on the dark. It's okay. It's readable. And I'm going to create this one probably 3 seconds because there's a bit of text for people to read. And once the frame is put forward, they are able to read, when the frame is on. So that's why we need to give ample time. Now what I'm going to do is, because everything else is a tip, I'm going to just copy because there were 5 tips. So I made 5 copies. That is tip number 1. Tip number 2 is use your physicality. This one, I want something moving because something, it's all about action, right? I don't want a still image. So I will search for maybe someone. Comedian. Okay, something like that. Looks like he's a funny guy. And I can't have the title on top of his face, so I would bring it down. And the clip is too long, so I'm going to make it right about 3 seconds. That's what we gave the first tip. Yeah, so we'll give the equal time. Dr. Muneeba, I cannot see you, but let me know how long I'd have. Okay.
You still have time, Toastmaster Anup, 13 and
All
a
right.
half minutes.
Okay,
It's
cool.
20 minutes, right? So you have approximately 7
No,
minutes.
no worries. And we'll give this a white. It's easy to read. Okay, I've adjusted. Now the third tip, deliver originality. Okay. So what shall we put? Any ideas? What can we put?
The host, picture of the host, maybe.
Deliver originality. I think I had picked something like this. Maybe a delivery. Yeah, but it's, or maybe something original, right? We can also search for original. Yeah, you could something, put something like be different. Yeah, don't copy. So I want to show that it's, so if you have heard the joke before, I promise your audience has to. That's the message here. And I would use effects so that the text is prominent. The next is tone is your friend. Okay. This, I know the item that I can use here. I think I had searched for it earlier. It's all about how well you use your intonation, how well you use your voice. So here's tongue in cheek. Tone is your friend. Your voice is an incredibly effective tool for making folks laugh. Okay, so I will use this. Same thing, the effects, so that it's highlighted. There's contrast in the text. So the last tip. I think we're forgetting one thing, which was we didn't adjust the time for the last two tips. We'll do that. Have a setup and a punchline. So, yeah. So lead and then mislead to create surprise and magic. That's the element of humor. Right. So now let us adjust the timing. So this was 3. That's okay. I think this was 3. So all are 3. Okay. So let's now have a quick review. It's about 19 seconds. All right. So I think the timing part is okay. What is missing is a little more dynamism in each of those frames and also music. So let's add some music first. So you have something called audio here. You can search. And typically you can also use keyword search to get the right kind of mood. So I would say funny. And you can play it here. Yeah, this could work. Then what else? I like this because it's a bit more slower. It's not too loud, but it's also revealing few tips. Yeah, that's what there's some kind of suspense around this. So I like this mood, but I would increase this 1.3 to around 1.8, the first frame. And we said that we're going to add some dynamism to each and every frame. So what you can do is there's something called animate. Now animate allows you to bring some dynamism. They have some ready-made mechanism to move the text, you know, when the frame is in focus. So these are some examples. So for example, fun, the text moved from the top, the sleek, it slowly appears. Then you have party, which is a bit vibrating. Then disco, there's different options. Yeah, I will say let's do a drift on this one. Again, a drift on this. You can see the frame and the or the picture and the text are being animated here. Yeah, the rest I would pick something random. Yeah.
Hi, Toastmaster. Anup, just to give you about the time, it's 20 minutes.
Okay, I'm almost done. You just have to play the video. The last one is a punch, right? So I would like to have a stomp. Yeah. So now let's play the video. Yeah, there you go. So that was in short, creating a video. That there could be much more to explore. Fine tuning of this particular video is the remaining part. But I think we have a whole new video, 20-second video. I think we'll now get into the Q&A session. So for that, I would invite Toastmaster Venzil to come on board, and if there are any questions, we can take on.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anup. And can we please give a round of applause to all three of masters from Canva, that is DTM Dr. Abdul Sathar, Toastmaster Arya, Toastmaster Anup. Well done. Now it's time for Q&A, and I believe there are a lot of questions, and I see there were a lot of questions which were answered by the audience itself. Now, if you have any questions, you are requested to please raise your hand or come on the video, and then I will direct that question to one of the panelists, that is either with DTM Dr. Abdul Sathar, Toastmaster Arya, or Toastmaster Anup. So I request Toastmaster Arya also to come on the screen if possible. And if, yeah.
I see one question which says what option we need to select to play the video.
Play the video. Yeah.
So let me go back to the share. You see the play button here, right next to the timer. This is 20 seconds is the clip's time. You just play on this. I mean, click on this. It'll play. And of course, what Dr. Sathar already showed earlier, you can download this by clicking on download. You have the MP4 format and all the pages which are there in this project. That's your video.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anup. I hope, Shifa, that answered your question. Any more questions? Okay, the question is from Venkatesh. Will download option be available in trial version? I can answer that. Yes, the download option will be available in the trial version.
Can I add few lines to that, Venzil? You can
Yes.
download the flyer once you design it. Only thing is that you won't be able to download the paid items in Canva, which has a crown sign on it, and even that you can download with the watermark.
Okay. May know what is that crown symbol? I was hearing that word from starting.
Then crown symbol is, it says that it is a paid item.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you see? Can you see these two ladies in the picture?
Yeah. It
Yeah.
says
It's that pro. Yeah.
so.
Yeah,
This is on
I
a
can
paid
see.
version.
Yeah.
This is
Okay.
on a paid version. This is a free one.
Okay.
So since I have a paid account, I can use the pro pictures.
Okay.
I mean, same thing goes with audio. Same thing goes for videos and all the other artifacts.
Now you can see so many crowns there.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, buying is also not very expensive because you can share 5 accounts with your friend and all that. So
Okay.
even if you want to buy and share, you can do that too.
Okay, thank you very much, Venkatesh. I hope.
Venzil,
Yeah.
Charmaine here.
Hi, Shaman. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How's everybody? Okay, my question
good.
is that after going through Dr. Sathar's presentation and Anup's presentation, as per TMI guidelines, the brand manual, there are a lot of restrictions there on what we use, which colors we use, and all of that. So is this like restricted to only PR people who are kind of, kind of like learning on the brand manual? And what happens if by mistake we don't go as per that manual? Is it going to be like,
There's no penalty. There's nobody. It's only a recommendation. So every brand, let's say for example, Coke, yeah, Coke will also have a corporate branding guidelines. Okay, they will have a font, they will have the colors that they will use, the red and the white, right? So that color is identifiable. Let's say for example, Nikon goes with black and yellow. So you need to respect that brand's identity. Like similarly, Toastmasters have put together a brand book saying this is the palette, please use it. Somebody goes and create, of course, Coke, nobody else will create a flyer for Coke. It will be them or their associates. So there is some contractual agreement. Whereas here we are a non-profit organization. Yeah, if clubs follow, that's great, because that's something, the norm that they have set, and it's for us as Toastmasters to protect that. Yeah, if
But-
somebody uses some other color, it's not right, but if we are in the know, we can always advise them, tell them that please do not use these kind of colors.
Yeah, that's my point, because with the restriction of the colors and what we can use there, it's so restricted to even create a great flyer. And sometimes we see a lot of flyers coming in on some of the groups which are not as per the guidelines. So you're in a quandary, as in like.
I'll tell you there are ways to circumvent the limitations of color, right? So nobody is preventing you. Okay, let's say the person is standing there with a red shirt, yeah, or some other color, he's holding some balloons or whatever it is. That may be a different color, it's not Toastmasters color, but you use the elements, what you're going to pack in that particular frame judiciously. So if you want to have other palettes, other colors, you use those other elements, the pictures or any other thing that you can portray, you can use that, because that nobody is going to come and question. But what we are talking about is the elements like the fonts, let's say if you have a square, or if you are drawing a circle, and the background patterns and so on, that is restricted. But when it comes to having a picture, maybe an apple or any other thing which the person is holding, that may be different. That's where the creativity comes. Yeah.
Yeah. Can I add few more information about that? Hi, Sharmin. How are you? Long time no see, Sharmin.
Yeah, long time. You're looking great.
I'll tell you what happened to us last year. There are contests, competitions going on for best flyers, best newsletters. The last time our club did a newsletter, it's called Scroll, and it was one of the best design newsletter. But we missed the award just because of the font. Maybe Dr. Muneeba can add few lines on this. Dr. Muneeba, you there?
Also, sorry to interrupt, but also sometimes when a flyer goes out, there's somebody who slaps you back and says your flyer is not as per Toastmasters guidelines. Your colors are not this, and you're this thing. Please change your flyer. But you sometimes you wonder, as in, is everybody getting slapped?
No, nobody should be slapped. First of all, in Toastmasters, we should be always gentle, even when you criticize. That's why we say that criticizing, even criticizing should be gentle. It should be what do you say about that? Productive, not just criticize out of the blue. So either you can ignore such comments, or you can tell them that you can be gentle. Like the way you're teaching me to change colors, I am teaching you to change the way you respond. This is another way. So these are out of scope of this discussion. Actually, we can have a phone call. We can talk about it as long as you want.
Okay,
no problem with that. Yeah. Any other questions?
Toastmaster Anup, I just wanted to ask a very elementary question.
Yes.
Can we create a collage of videos, small video clips? Is it?
Yeah,
Yes,
as long as it's creatively put, why not? Yeah, you can do all that.
You
But I
can
don't know, yeah, it'll be interesting to see that.
No, I did one flyer last week for a meeting. I'll show you that it's like a collage of pictures, but you can do the same with collage of videos too. Have a look
Yeah.
at this. Can you see this?
Yeah.
It's a collage of pictures. The same thing you can do with the collage of videos, because anything it can be inserted into these boxes. Instead of a picture, you can, and then save it as MP4 or a GIF.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Sathar.
Thank you
I
very
believe
much.
that's it. Do we have any other last questions? I can take one more question. Okay, I don't see any questions.
Looks like everybody is
Very
ready to
happy.
go
What is the
hit the
cost
Canva.
for this, by the way? Sorry.
It's 47 dirham per month. I
Yeah.
think so. If you have a paid 48 or 49 dirham, that's it's minimum. I think cost. It's a monthly app that you can, if you need it for a month, you can just pay it and use it, and then for the next few months, if you don't need it for a paid at Canva, you can easily do that.
There is an yearly option too, right? It's 200 something. So if you subscribe to a yearly option, then you find 5
That's
friends who is
cheaper.
very much interested in doing Canva, and divide and share the cost in case you want to. Because it's far better than Photoshop, because for Photoshop you need 1,000, 5,000 tools to learn how to use it. But in this, you don't have to do all that. This is the advantage. There are so many other things just like Canva. You can keep trying. Free options are still available in the other options, other mods. So many of them.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, so thank you very much. Thank you, Toastmaster Anup, DTM Dr. Abdul Sathar, Toastmaster Arya, for answering all the queries. If you have any queries, please reach out to me or any of the speakers, and we shall get back to you. And now I would like to hand over the stage to none other than our our Division I Director, Dr. Toastmaster, Dr. Muneeba. Over to you, Dr. Muneeba.
Okay, finished.
Thank you, Toastmaster Venzil, and thank you all the stars of today, DTM Dr. Sathar, Toastmaster Anup, Toastmaster Arya, Toastmaster Venzil. You all have done very well. You have really taught us how to simplify the Canva for all of us. Audience, thank you so much for being there. You have made this show great. Thanks from the bottom of my heart, and that's it for today. I officially declare our Canva masterclass done. Thank you.
That means we can have unofficial questions.
Thank you. Thank you
You
all.
can
for the
stop the
opportunity.
recording, doctor.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone.
Dr.
Thank you.